From the Black Swan Media Studios, deep inside a secret underground bunker, we're speaking to freedom-loving patriots from all around the country and the world. Welcome to the Resistance. This is John Crump, live.
Everyone, how are you guys doing out there? I am doing good. I have a lot of guests on today, and you not really. I got the crowd, the same old people that I usually have on, but I love them anyway. And I'm gonna start out with my co-host, Flying Freaking Rich.
Playing Crash Expert.
Yeah. Also, I am going to be bringing on our other guest, DLD After Dark himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and thank you for taking the time out of your very important schedule to meet us this evening. Before we begin, let me just ask this: if Donald Crump Jr. is in a court of law is convicted, raise your hand here if you'll still support him. Oh, hold on. You gotta do the dissent.
You know what? When they asked that question, only one person really threw up their hands.
Your boy.
I was sitting in my chair, and
I just think that he won the debate. I'm not talking about who I want to win. I want Tim Scott to win.
Hold on. There's a discrepancy here. Babylon B says if you did not watch the debate, you won the debate.
Okay, yeah, can I be honest? Can I be brutally honest?
No, you better not, because it might ruin the show.
Look, so I'll say this, guys. For everyone out there that just tuned in and they're like, oh, they're talking about Trump. They're a bunch of Trumpers.
I'm not a Trumper.
We're none of us. Well, no, actually, no. Rich is a Trumper.
Yeah,
he's a trumpet.
Two out of three of us aren't Trumpers.
He's a trumpet, and he stays getting played. But no, here's the thing.
That's what you get if you're a Trump supporter.
Yeah, for you guys out there that don't know, that was from the 2023 presidential debate, and that was a moment where the moderator had asked if Donald Trump is found guilty and convicted in a court of law, who would basically support him, raise their hand, and Vivek was like, psh, and he stuck his hand up right away, and then Ron DeSantis was like, left, right, back straight, and then he was like, eep.
It was like
the smallest little hail. Oh, I'm sorry.
It was kind of like one of those silent auctions where you like just kind of.
Yeah, I heard his gears squeaking when he threw. And look, I'm not the person to ask about this. I'm here just along for the ride, and let me just let you guys know that this show is brought to you by Gideon Optics. And if you guys don't know about Gideon Optics, you guys need to take a moment and know that these guys, they're alpha, they're moderator, moderator. I was just talking about the debate. The alpha, the mediator.
Mediator's awesome. I mean,
dude,
I'm serious.
I need a mediator. I was gonna place an order.
This thing is sick. Like an aimpoint acro mount enclosed emitter red dot for like $229. Plus, if you let them know your code.
I need to get a T-shirt. I don't have a cool T-shirt.
I do actually.
I have 3. But 2 of them are extra large.
And
you got room to grow.
An excellent sentiment. Regardless of who wins, this country is heading down a rough road. We are only getting reamed harder and harder, especially financially. 100%, guys.
Hey, I want to bring up something. I got a breaking story that's it hasn't broken yet. It's going to break. It's going to. Something's going to happen at 6 p.m. and then I'm going to break it shortly after.
So you can't do that. You did half a rug pull here.
Yeah.
But at 6 p.m. something. No, I'm not breaking it, but I'm gonna have my video set. It's gonna drop right after that.
So
yeah.
you know it's going to happen.
Yes, I've known what's gonna happen for a while.
It's going to happen at 6 p.m. and then you're
Do
dropping
I
a
know what's
video.
going to
The person
happen?
that's breaking it's breaking at 6 p.m.
Okay. All right. Do you want to expound on that at all?
Turn on watch the person that's breaking it. I'll tell you the person that's breaking it. Eric Blanford at Iraqbate 8888.
Okay,
6 p.m.
so
today.
Eric with Iraq Veteran 8888, and he'll be breaking this news at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. Okay. John Kimball, there's some debate about what's going on. From what I am hearing, he is taking his time and he is writing out the decision to end all decisions. So
it doesn't have anything to do with his health stuff?
No.
Well, that's good.
Well, that's what I'm hearing, at least. I don't know. Who knows?
Wait. Benitez? Wait, who's
Benitez? St. Benitez.
Yeah, St. Benitez in California, the magazine god. Look, I'll say this to Justice Benitez. We need Benitez. So if you are going through some difficult health things, God bless you and everyone like you, and I hope you're okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's take back to the debate. Okay, so who do you think won the debate?
Vivek?
Vivek. I agree. We're not talking about who we support, but who we think won. I think it was Vivek.
Yeah, I think he's stealing Johnny B's lines. He's like, it's okay to be straight, it's okay to be Christian, it's okay to be a man.
I wish Eric could run for Congress, but no.
Who would have thought in 2023 that you saying those three things would be hot takes?
Right?
Right? Like, it's crazy. Frag out, Kurt, Tier None, Kimball, come out in PLA. Good to see all you guys.
I don't think people keep on saying, "Oh, this is about who is going to be VP." I don't think so. I don't think it is.
I titled the podcast "The Vice Presidential Debate."
He did do that.
Okay, I'm gonna go change mine because I don't think that is.
I would go on mine and change mine, yet it's not. Mine is not a destination. According to the
speaking
DNC,
of which, I need some StreamYard superpowers you've granted everybody else except me.
Oh yeah, we found out why he doesn't get the auto in, so we can talk about that offline.
Okay.
I don't think you're supposed to put the words "shot" and "president" in the same sentence. Come out in PLA.
Yeah, he has no shot at president, but he thinks he does.
Vivek?
Actually, he might.
Vivek, vice president. Yes.
Here's an issue I came across with. Right, it's easy to get your own judgment clouded when you want something or you convince yourself that you want something. And for anyone out there who's been kind of looking for, who in the world could look, I people here that are here. Hey, Marconi, Barton Fink, Sabar, good to see you guys. Rip Girl. People that are here that have, seen me kind of talk about it on my show on DLD After Dark. They know that I personally don't believe A717. I personally do not believe that we're going to be able to vote our ways out of this. I don't believe that one person will be able to save us from where we are. And I certainly don't believe that, Trump will be able to save us. However, staying on topic of specifically the debate and presidential candidates, I think because people like us are looking for somebody who is, of mind of freedom, independence, liberty, who actually has a firm understanding of our founding documents, right? The Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and whatnot. It's easy to see, like when I saw that a notification pop up and it said that Sean Ryan has presidential candidate, Vivek Ramaswamy or whatever, on his show. I know if I go watch a 2.5 hour show of me hearing exactly what I want to hear from this guy, I'm going to be like, oh, there's my vote right there, right? So if 2 million people have seen that interview, most of them are going to be like, whoa, this guy is speaking to me. He's speaking my language. It's easy to get sucked in. And I'm just saying, before I clicked on that interview and watched it, I was like, I need to remain objective, and I need to remember that I cannot just take everything that this person is saying at face value, and know that things like that are literally designed to suck you in. So just remain as objective as possible. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if any of that makes sense to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing. Whether the current critter running for president is authentic or not almost doesn't matter, because as soon as there's more than a few hours in DC, they won't be.
So come out in PLA. That's another thing I noticed too. He had said you got to hold the attention for more than a podcast. Totally agree. The guy is regurgitating so much stuff that I don't believe he is being authentic at all. So that's
You're saying Vivek is king of the one-liners.
so that, and also, I'll give an example. So Sean Ryan was like, so Vivek, I understand that you want to shut down a lot of the federal like acronyms, right? Which I'll touch on in a second.
All of them.
Yeah, that have really been kind of weaponized and used against the people. And he's like, yeah, I want to shut down the FBI, the CDC, the DOE, Department of Education, and all this, and boom, 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 boom. And Sean was like, okay, how would you shut them down and just leave them on? Would you replace them? Would you, like, what would that look like? And he's like, well, Sean, I'm glad that you asked this. If you go back to 1770, like, hold on, what? Well, he asked you a question. How are you going to do it? Well, and I may replace some. It really depends on logistics, and I'm like, okay, dude, it would be really cool if you answered his question. Key ASC.
Well,
One car.
here's the thing. What we're not talking about right now. I think Vivek did the best job out of anyone out there.
I don't disagree.
And you can disagree with him, you cannot like him, but he did do the best job last night.
I think he composed himself well. He had he did a very good job of deliberately communicating a message throughout basically everything that he said. When people challenged him, he remained level-headed and stayed within the parameters of his, of like his thing, So I don't disagree. I think he did a good job in the debate.
And he also brought eyes onto him.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I don't necessarily trust Vivek. I think he had a great performance. I like a lot of what he says.
I don't like Trump. I don't trust Trump either.
Okay. Now
I trust him more than Trump.
Well, let's back up a little bit.
Everyone on that stage more than Trump, though.
That you said something that was important that we kind of glossed over. You said that was a good what that Vivek had?
Me or Rich?
Rich.
It
was a good performance.
Yeah, I think he had a good appearance, a good performance. The things that I'm worried about is he was on the World Economic Forum, and he talks about the TPP and saying that it was a good thing. And becoming a member of the equivalent of the EU is not a good thing, and I would never support that.
I agree with that. Yeah. I agree with that.
I just think it's so funny, and we have to focus on the word performance.
Well, I mean, that's all the guys did up there was perform.
And I heard it said, I listened to Dan Bongino, and you know what? He summed it up. There's two truths that Dan Bongino talked about today on his podcast. And one is you're either running for vice president, you're trying to get some, CNN, Fox, whatever job, or you're looking to better yourself and hawk something in the future.
I don't think that's the case, though. I mean, I think that's the viewpoint of the Trumpers.
Hmm.
But I mean, I don't think that's the case. I think these guys think that they're actually going to be able to win.
No, Christie doesn't think he's going to win.
Then
Who
what
is the mostly dead guy?
Then what is Christie up there to do?
See if he gets sponsored by Twinkies.
I mean, I think these guys. Okay, to be this at this level of a politician, to run for president, you have to be an egomaniac.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So therefore, you have to think that you're going to win no matter what.
I don't know. Christie's never going to win.
I don't think he's going to win either. I'm just saying that I think he thinks that he's going to win.
Who was the old gray-haired dude, and not the one that was vice president?
Asa
Hutchinson. Yeah, he's never going to win. I was really surprised about what is it, North Dakota? He's the governor of North Dakota. I can't even remember his name.
Yeah, well, that shows you how well he did.
But he did have good. He had a good appearance, good replies. His eyebrows scared the hell out of me.
Lizard people.
You know who I think had a really good performance.
Who's that, John?
I'll tell you, Dark, just because.
Tim Scott?
No,
Nikki Haley?
I don't think Tim Scott had a good performance, and he's the guy I'm backing.
Who?
Tim Scott is the guy I'm backing.
Tim Scott.
Yeah, I think Nikki Haley had a good performance. I think.
All right, Nikki Haley is. I'll tell you what. So, mad respect to anybody that crapped on global warming, anthropogenic global warming, and for those of you that don't speak on my level, and I don't mean that in a demeaning way, meaning man-made global warming. So you all can go F yourselves if you believe in anthropogenic global warming. That's a bunch of crap. Nikki Haley,
so you don't think
hook, line, and sinker on that.
You don't think people have any effect on global warming at all?
I think we have so little effect, it's undetectable.
I think that we definitely do have an effect on global warming. I don't think it's I wouldn't say it's significant.
Well, here's my problem. And I agree, anything that we do is likely not significant. I mean, I'm sure there's some impact, right? But just like anything else, there's always going to be, something coming in and something coming out, right? But Rich, I'm sorry, that's totally thrown me off. The clicking sound, because I'm wondering what it is, and then I'm thinking about it, and then my bad. What you call it? What were we saying?
Global warming.
Thank you. Here's what I have a problem with. Knowing that there was likely a significant amount of government meddling within the fires at Maui in Canada for the progressive and leftist extremists, whatever you want to call it, right? For the people with opposing views to come out and say, you don't believe in climate change, just look at Maui in Canada, look at all the fires. I'm like, oh man, right?
Well, here's the thing. I cannot say 100% that we don't have a significant. I don't think we do, but I can't say 100%. I think it needs to be studied, and I think it needs to be studied from both perspectives. We have to follow the evidence.
Well,
and I don't think. Let me just finish. And I don't think that we've let the science actually tell us what is actually really happening, and therefore we can't say either way. But that's not the fault of the people who are denying it. That's the fault of the people that are actually supporting global warming, because they are the ones that are demonizing anyone that says, hey, maybe there's not a significant man-made effect. So I would like to be studied, and I would like to be studied using the scientific method and open.
So more interestingly, is wildfires, forest fires, are a lot less now that we have the ability to put them out. It used to be that frickin' states would just burn, and that's how it was. And now we have the ability to extinguish them. And that's on a global level. So there's actually more forest than there was before the industrialized age. And also the ability to take CO2 out of the atmosphere.
Well,
so
sorry, go ahead.
And there's a bunch of problems. So, okay, first off, the first detected global warming was right after the Soviet Union fell, and they stopped funding the stations in Siberia that were recording temperature data. So that skewed the global weather data off. Who knew? But so you would have to look at a properly adjusted model for those weather stations that went offline.
Are you sure that's true?
Bert Rattan studied it and said it was so.
Okay,
and if Bert says it, I believe it.
All right.
I don't know enough about that specific situation.
But I don't think that's actually.
That's my truth. Bert Rattan said it, and he makes my airplane fly. So it's got to be true.
All right, because
you could just say that it's,
no, it's definitely not true.
Crump could say that it's not confirmed, but careful when you pull up info on. We've had the conversation about pulling up information on the internet, right? Because there was once upon a time where when you sought out information, the information would pop up. Now it's
misinformation.
Intentional misinformation.
It's like,
right?
Can I get pneumonia from wearing a mask?
Yeah. No, because no, but you can but there's like articles from like the 90s and
just remember this.
Actually the 90s I thought, but from like the 80s, and found one in 1979.
Anything that has been politicized, right? Remember this. When we looked it up, it's illegal to build ghost guns in the state of Virginia. We all know that is absolutely
but
verifiably false.
Oh, I'm saying there are a few articles that are like actually in print.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just saying, the same kind of thing like we said earlier. Be objective in your information gathering with that. That's all.
No, but what I'm saying is, I don't think it's studied enough. Also, what one of the things about the whole entire, how do we get on global warming? Here's the thing.
Because that was a question on the debate last night. Vivek raised his hand, said, "I don't believe it."
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
well, here's the thing.
Is global warming a hoax?
I don't disagree with that stance at all.
The air is the cleanest it's been in the last 30 years. The water is the cleanest it's been in the last 30 years.
Yeah, look, here's the whole thing. I am not for doing crazy things to pollute the environment intentionally. I believe we need to be good shepherds of our environment. And I don't believe there's anything we can do to change the temperature in 100 years, 1/10 of 1 degree Fahrenheit.
Unless you're the United States government.
And can tax people and make money by selling carbon credits. Then it's completely feasible. And if I was the CEO of the Carbon Credit Corporation, yes, I would believe it completely.
And utilize things like, direct energy weapons and HARP to manipulate the country, and then say that it's as a result of global warming. Sure. Yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, there was this Carlos Maza guy giving a debate summary. Sean, did you look at the video? Dark shared it earlier today.
No, I don't like Carlos Maza. Carlos Maza is the guy that.
Well, it's a slightly less Carlos Maza version of Carlos Maza.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not actually Carlos Maza. I didn't.
It was like his slightly metrosexual.
Yeah, it was a guy that was like so. So I want to hit that really quickly. It's a guy that is so pandering to the extreme left. It's nauseating. And I hit up Rich this morning, and I was like, "Hey, you want to get really angry? Watch this video."
Of course, I had to wait 3 hours to watch it because I was in meetings all morning.
Yeah, for a 9-minute video. That's unfortunate. DLD After Dark, I remember we went through the Google search on your Freedom Crew University stream, and seen all the false info. Yeah, it's crazy. So just be as, objective and purposeful as possible when seeking out information. You can't just look it up in one place, and don't trust the government. Sorry, I should be quiet on this stream.
Yeah,
You
this
guys
is
go ahead.
just hold on. I want to bring something that John Kimball set up because this is something I was going to bring up. So go ahead and read it, Rich.
So John Kimball has an excellent point. Fact: wildfires are getting a lot worse in the past few decades, as a direct result in correlation with the massive defunding of forestry service. They cannot afford to do the controlled burns they need.
Well,
so
any
kind of kindling
I
that
want to add something
falls.
to that. I want to add something to that before you go off. Also, a lot of places don't or have been blocking control burns because it hurts the forest when it actually helps.
And that's like specifically pine. Pine cones will not release the seeds, and they also need the acidic soil from the burn. Okay.
Go ahead.
So, fire is a very important process for pine forests. So that also, the whole idea of controlled burns is the idea of cleaning out the undergrowth. Like you need to either remove it or burn it so it doesn't cause a wildfire that's going to be uncontrollable.
Well, yeah, we got to put out fires. We put out forest fires, right? Back in the day, they would just burn, so there was no need for controlled burns. Now there is.
And you actually have some experience with this, Crump, right?
I used to be a firefighter.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
You heard it from a professional firefighter.
Yeah, dude. I worked a couple like brush fires and stuff like that. They suck to work.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
They suck. Some people loved them. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So, yeah, this is an interesting shift of conversation here.
So anyhow, this Brian Tyler Cohen, a slightly more metrosexual or less whatever Carlos Maza, was saying the Republicans don't even believe in global warming.
Yeah. Why don't we look at the facts? Take a look at Maui. You think the people in Maui in Canada?
One instance proves the rule. Just one instance of something.
Well, they make you feel stupid if you don't believe it with them, right?
Plus, I mean, how does global warming actually? I mean, Canada wasn't that like somebody set it on fire?
Yeah. How does global warming catch a 16th of a country on fire? Like, come on, man! It's ridiculous.
Because
it's like, my mom, because I said so.
Yeah, I mean, I just the whole entire thing with global warming and stuff is I'm so disgusted that people are like, let's not use the scientific method. Let's just shut it down. Let's just, don't have a scientific debate about it.
The debate is over.
This is the way it is. It has to be this. We can't do any research into it. It has to be this. This is it.
Dude, they use that constantly. They find one thing that isn't even difficult to disprove. It's difficult to emotionally talk them out of only believing that, right? It's not. It's ridiculous, and they do it with everything.
Into the debate. All right, so I think Vivek did good. Nikki Haley, I think, did good. Mike Pence, I think, actually didn't do that bad. DeSantis, I would put him in the middle of the pack.
There's a benefit of a doubt to the government there. They may not have caused it, but they did allow it to happen. Yeah, 100%. trust the Scientology. Sorry. Yeah, I think I would say, going back to one thing you were saying, John, I would say that it'd be a fair assessment to say that Vivek won the debate. That was the first time I've said that this evening.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see Christie got pissed off when they asked him about the UFOs?
Yeah, he's like, I get the UFO question? I thought I was going to get the Twinkie question. What tastes better? Christie actually got a stomach staple and ate through it.
That happens a lot, actually.
Wow. That makes me feel yucky inside.
That's not uncommon.
That may be true, but that's yucky.
What do you think about Vivek calling Pope Zelensky? You said, "Oh, why did you guys feel it necessary to make a pilgrimage to visit Pope Zelensky?"
Did you see the stance that some people were taking with Ukraine?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on that? On Neocon Nikki?
Yeah, I mean, she laid it out. She wasn't hiding from it.
That's I don't know. I just kind of find it like when politicians like that, when like they make the decision of their hill they're willing to die on. Oh, I think his internet keeps dropping.
Yeah.
You back? Okay. I don't know if you know that you dropped for a second. Are you still on? Oh, okay. Yeah, when these politicians make their decision of like the hill they're willing to die on, it's like, man, I don't know. In a way, it's refreshing, and in the same breath, I can just say how stupid they are for like why.
So I'm like, hey, what is the limit? Like, if I'm going to fix up a car I like a lot,
Thank you, Jesus.
how much money will I spend on it?
Yeah.
There's got to be a hard freaking limit, and I hate to say it. I think we put in like 2 to 3 times the hard limit of what we should have on Ukraine. I'm tapping out.
Oh my God. We have gone to a point of where this is clearly there's maybe I should, limit myself on John Crump's show because I'm not on my show. Clearly there are some interesting things going on with the money. I'll say that. Because when somebody is just so ready to throw just everything, billions and
unlimited
billions of dollars
amount of money
carelessly, right? And in the beginning, we're all worried about like, well, is that lethal support? Is that maybe we should? Nope, doesn't matter. Javelins. Here's this. Here's that. Here's firearms. Here's all sorts of types of lethal support. All of a sudden, when someone's throwing multiple billions and billions of dollars into a checking account, you're like, is his name on that checking account? Does he have access to that account?
Right.
Does he have a hammer and a smile while he's holding that piggy bank? It's just pretty interesting to me.
Yeah, the whole, if it was any other country other than the most crooked country in the world, I would have a different opinion.
Your name said, and to top it off, sorry, real quick, and to top it off, Ukraine acts like a spoiled child. You're like, but I wanted to tickle me Elmo. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous.
So I'm going to say right now, the person that I'm most likely going to support in the election, and I'm going to be open about this, is who I would like to see become president.
Tim Scott.
Is Tim Scott. Rich, who are you going to vote for in the primary if you had to vote tomorrow?
Donald Trump.
Mark? Dark?
I think I'm planning on doing a write-in for Risky Krisky.
Risky Krisky, okay.
Yeah.
So again, like I've always said, my reason for Donald Trump is because the left lets you know who they hate the most, and they hate Donald Trump the most.
They want to damage him because he's the most likely candidate to get the nomination. That's what they want to do. They want to damage him because they believe that he's going to get the nomination. He's probably going to get the nomination, and I don't think that he can win.
Really?
Ishnifa says that he would write in Risky Krisky. Imagine if all of us wrote in Risky Krisky, and actually Frag Out, he was on the day before yesterday's show. So yeah, just in case you didn't see that one. Sorry, I know that was off topic.
Yeah, I mean, why do you support Trump so much over every other candidate up there?
I told you, because they let you know who they hate the most and who they're most afraid of, and they're most afraid of Donald Trump.
I think they think he's going to win the nomination, so they're trying to damage him. So when he does get the nomination, that he will get that. I don't think he can. I don't think that he can win.
So, looking at the last 3.5, damn near 4 years, let's say 3.5 years of ATF overreach. Rich, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, don't rein reality and facts into my passion for Donald Trump.
Yeah,
I'm just saying we
So
have to be
okay,
honest.
let's.
I'm sorry, before you answer that really quickly, I do think John Kimball made a good point. He said voting for Trump is a vote for escalation, and I agree with that. And I'm not saying that. Look, I voted for Trump multiple times, okay, and I'm not saying I wouldn't. Yet it would also come with some significant heartburn knowing what he did, and literally the reason that we are where we are right now. And if any of you guys out there are like me or like us, you had to have some very difficult conversations in the mirror about things that you're willing to take a stand for or not, right? So that's, oh man, yeah.
So all right, Trump is pro red flag orders. He's had some pretty bad quotes on that. He's also, he rushed through the bump stock, which I think was stupid.
He's pro gun control. He's the reason why he's the reason why that there's these regulations on frames and receivers, because he set the president, whatever. He sets the standard for it. Yeah, he set the standard for that, and with the bump stock, man, and that so that's what we're getting. He's probably he's out of all the Republican nominees, he's probably the worst on guns.
And I just wish Don Jr. could be like head of the ATF.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So you just want to support Trump because the Democrats don't like him.
Well, okay. So to unpack that further, it's not just that Democrats don't like him. He knows how to F their S up. And he's ready to do it.
Our S up too.
Well, I think that, so Rich, explain what you're talking about. I think when you and I had a conversation about this, we went a little bit deeper. So it kind of explain what you mean by that.
Yeah, I think Donald Trump knows what's wrong in DC because he's been there, and he was going to fix it if he got reelected. And now it's just scorched damn earth. He's not running for reelection. He can do whatever the F he wants with as much power as he wants. He can swing
I gotta take this. I'll be right back.
No, keep it
he can swing the big stick around DC and not give a crap.
Yeah, I just don't see him being able to win. I just don't see it.
Really? Rich was behind QAnon.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. So I got to confess something. My wife used to listen to the X-22 report, which was like a sock puppet of QAnon. Like, yeah, nah. I would tell
Oh,
my wife how not so.
hey,
And
go ahead. Sorry.
and she would be like, but they said this. I'm like, yeah, not gonna happen. And so QAnon X-22 are so full of it. It's ridiculous.
I wanted to do an update. The dude that got into the firefight with cops and was eventually killed yesterday, he was a sovereign citizen.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, sovereign citizens don't have a good longevity prognosis.
No, they don't. Sovereign citizens definitely do not. I want to bring up Joe Rogan's theory. He doesn't think Biden's going to make it to the next election.
Like, he's going to be room temperature before the next election.
That's what he thinks.
Well, Joe Biden, I forgot what he couldn't comment on. Oh, yeah. He couldn't comment on who's the
Hawaiian.
Wagner group? What's his name?
Prigozhin.
Prigozhin. Okay, Prigozhin. He couldn't comment on Prigozhin because he was working out.
Yeah.
I don't know what a Joe Biden workout looks like, but I would pay effing money to see that. And other fake stuff I throw on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's yeah, it's kind of funny.
Massive curls. I was doing my squats and deadlifts, and no, the Secret Service knows not to disturb me. The cabinet knows not to disturb me when I'm doing my, squats and deadlifts. And I mean, I hope he
barely move. Do you see him? He like waddles.
No, he does that like bunny hop for 2 steps to show he's agile.
If he's he's like.
And now he's going out the ass of Air Force One because it's a shorter stair.
Yeah, right. It's less for him to fall down.
Okay, a stair trainer.
Biden's workout is him pulling up his depends.
Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yeah, I mean it's I mean, I don't know. We disagree on Trump a lot. Trying to bring you over.
Yeah, I don't know. I am for the bull in the China shop.
Yeah,
I am.
Who would you like to run? Who would you like to see in the White House because of their policies?
So, all right, I hate to say it. When I heard Donald Trump was running, I was like, oh, that guy's an idiot. What a jerk, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't stop mouthing bad things about him, and I wanted Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz would have been my pick versus Donald Trump.
How about this election?
If I was more sure about Vivek, I would like him. But the World Economic Forum and the TPP comment really that makes him radioactive in my mind.
But the anti-gun stuff with Trump doesn't.
We've been there, done that. I got the T-shirt from the Trump presidency. I'm willing. You're completely right. I know I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot on my gun rights. I'm shooting myself in my gun rights foot by supporting Trump. I don't know that he would do it again. I'm not real sure.
I think he would in a second.
And you could be very right.
I think he would in a second. I don't trust the guy. Yeah, I would like to see Trump being the press secretary.
I wanted Trump to be Speaker of the House because when the Republicans took Speaker of the House, so the Speaker of the House does not have to be a congressman; it could be anyone. It's all that's required is the majority to vote for a person. They could have voted John Crump as Speaker of the House. So
ability.
I would have loved Donald Trump to be Speaker of the House. Also, third in line to the presidency. So, mind you, if Caramella and Biden went room temperature at the same time, which almost never happens.
No, we're not going to even talk about that.
I'm just saying that's how things are set up.
Yeah. There's the third. Remember Battlestar Galactica?
Yes, the election where they stuffed the ballot boxes.
No, I was talking about how the latest one.
Not the election where they stuffed the ballot boxes, so Baltasar didn't win, and Madeline remained president.
You remember how she became president?
Line of succession. Yeah, she was Secretary of Education.
Yeah, Secretary of Education. All right, then you are.
Dude, I know my BSG.
Dude, that show ended weird.
Oh yeah, I don't get the Kira Thrice Angel stuff. None of that made any sense to me.
And they looked like a bunch of angels. It just went like crazy. It went like totally like off the wall. It's like routed. It's like rooted in science, and all of a sudden,
I definitely kudos to the writers on the new BSG. Of course, I remember I watched the live series like Sunday night on whatever channel that was, with Lauren Green and whoever else. I didn't feel like I was getting virtue signaled or SJW'd or whatever with Starbuck being female. I liked that role. I liked that character and I liked that role. I thought it worked out really good. There are storylines that they kept very true to, but with like a little bit of a more modern twist on it that I thought were excellently done, well played. Really, if any of you out there are sci-fi people and haven't watched BSG, definitely look it up, give it a try.
Yeah, I met Bill Clinton once too. He had a meeting when I was working at UUNet. He had a meeting and they used our conference room. GOA is suing the ATF in multiple different places. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about an upcoming case? Yeah, there might be some stuff coming up here shortly. I'm not sure if you're talking about something that's coming up or something that's going on, but yeah, there's going to be I don't think it's any secret that there's lawsuits or there are going to be more upcoming lawsuits.
GOA suing Iraq veteran?
No, okay.
That's not happening? Oh.
GOA, what?
I don't know. You said lawsuit, and then it says yes, the IV 8888.
Oh, who said that?
Kurt 24.
All right, I guess I'm gonna drop my video.
What do we know? I can't believe I've been kept out of it.
Yeah, well, you know, did anybody post this video?
I don't know.
Let me see here. I'm gonna go. It's supposed to be at 6. Oh, okay. He did the. Okay. He posted. He scheduled it just now.
Weaponized FFL revocations. We are suing the ATF.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. Okay. He posted. That's gonna be at 6 o'clock. I have a copy of the video. Watched it.
I sense a disturbance, said Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes, at least scheduled.
And I know who Obi-Wan is.
What if we had a person that was in the gun community?
Is that you?
Sorry?
You guys didn't hear that?
I heard something.
It was like music.
Dark took a short nap. Yeah, no. So what if Obi-Wan Kenobi is the Gun Doctor's Star Wars channel?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
No, because I know which channel is his. So I'm just not supposed to say anything.
Shh. Don't say anything, Dark.
Anything.
Yeah, don't say anything.
Okay, so what are we doing? Are we covering the thing on the thing now about the thing with the stuff?
No, I'm gonna let I'm going to let if you want to find out, you're gonna have to watch the video over there. I have another video I'm gonna drop. It's about a 12-minute video, so I'm going to drop mine at 6:12. I'm gonna go ahead and schedule it now, I guess.
So after Eric does his video,
yeah,
we are suing the AFT.
The Prius gun builder. Oh my God. You guys, I feel terrible for anyone that drives a Prius that's in our community that you guys just constantly rag on, but they would never actually openly admit.
I drive a Prius. I got 2 of them. Just the Lexus version, the Lexus SUV version.
Yeah, that's not a Prius.
Oh yeah, it's a Prius. Same shit.
No. I mean, it's in a way, right? Just like yeah. The Yeet Blaster.
the Yeet Blaster.
So you're dropping your video on the same topic on. Oh yeah,
after Eric's video runs.
Did you reach out to whatchamacallit about the Whoosy Doodles?
No, I did not get a chance. Oh,
Okay.
Dark knows too.
Oh yeah, I knew.
Dark knows, and I didn't get.
You were on the phone.
I'm just gonna drop what you told me not to talk about.
You're on the phone, Rich.
You were literally on the phone.
Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Well, remember, I was like, "Yo, like, if you want to, if you want to reach out to FFLs, contact this dude."
That story. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize. All right, so yeah, I know what the story is.
You guys want to see what an exaggerated number 2 pencil looks like?
I thought you were playing when you said you didn't know what it was about.
Oh, I mean, I guess I did know. Look, here's my number 2 pencil.
Yeah, unfortunately, this barrel actually once somebody told me it looked like a number 2 pencil, I was like, oh my God, I can never not see that now.
That's like some slides looking like school buses.
Yeah, I don't do as well with those slide cuts. Like,
can't unsee the school bus.
I just don't know why they would use the gold titanium nitride in it.
This slide looks like a Vista Cruiser, not a school bus.
Yeah, looks like a short bus.
I'm okay with that.
Prius are the best to do drive-bys, so quit. No one. Oh, so quiet. No one hears them coming. That's probably true as well.
Ooh, I can go to EV mode. All right, so I'm about to drop a video on my Prius, and it has self-driving capability that I've hacked. And
dude, you don't have a Prius.
And the reason I have a Prius is it's a Toyota.
Testing 1 2 3 says I proudly drive a Prius. Okay, you've been like the number 1 person talking about Prius drivers in my live streams. There's no way.
Hey man, I bet he does. All right, you guys want to start wrapping it up here?
Oh,
well, hold on,
Bunny. Oh,
One last Prius.
He said I got to do a school theme build with this Glock. That is so wrong and would be so hilarious.
You got to get a slide done in school bus yellow.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so
with like the black line going down.
Dark, get out the baby powder. What do the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap.
So
The pride barrel. Sorry, go ahead, Rick.
I'm just wondering, who is it that said he had a Prius? Testing.
Testing.
I'm wondering if you guys have met accidentally.
Yeah. Do you have a child who's probably around the age of 13 to 15 nowadays? I mean, well, hold on. Would that put me outside of the yeah, you'd probably be 13 to 15. Let's go with that.
And Goya being most aircraft are self-driving.
Yeah.
It's called
I was
autopilot.
actually very surprised to hear how much of flying a plane is not
Staying
you
awake.
flying a plane. Yeah, just literally physically having a beating heart in the seat just in case the plane can't drive itself.
Especially if you have an autopilot. I guess.
It is nearly a necessity. First off, most biz jets have autopilots. Some of them you're not actually allowed to fly above 18,000 feet if you don't have an autopilot, because the wing becomes super critical. Did I just drop?
No.
You're back.
Oh, okay.
You dropped for a second in the beginning, but you're back. I
Okay.
thought you dropping really quickly was Crump's feedback, but I'm with it.
All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up here. So follow Dark at DLD After Dark. You have a show tonight?
I do. I have a very special show tonight. I would encourage you guys to come on and tune in.
Who's on your show?
I can't give it away yet, but somebody that you want to see. Somebody that has I think that come check it out tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time ish. And I got a good show coming on tonight, and come check us out. And if you like what you see, then fuck off.
I don't think. Are you in daylight saving time?
Not yet. That's like October.
Yeah, that's November.
November.
Like second week of November.
No, I think it's going to go to standard time.
Dark Rocks.
We're in daylight savings time now. We'll go to standard time in October.
Let's see.
Oh, is that true? Is that?
Yeah.
So we're on Eastern until we switch to Eastern.
We're on Eastern daylight savings time.
No way.
See, I just typed in, is the U.S. on DSL now? It says DSL is the oldest internet service technology currently in use in the U.S. And I'm like,
no, it's DST.
That's great. I had no idea. Oh my God, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And remember, 40 cal saved Dark's life.
DST. See.
Okay.
40 is the new 9mm. Absolutely not. That what? No.
So we are DST right now.
EST. So it's Eastern daylight time right now, not Eastern Standard Time.
Dang, PSA has a deal for a new Gen 3 Glock 17 and 500 rounds of 9mm for $550. Yikes, that is a good deal. Also, I just want to throw out there,
I know. Like what did I say before we started the show? I haven't spent my required $1,000 with PSA today.
Yeah. I do want to add too, by the way, guys. If anyone out there wants to support, I know we're on Crump's channel, but because a lot of my viewers are here, I just want to say this: if anybody out there that's here now that usually can't make my show because it is later in the evening, if you do want to find a way to support the channel, then hit me up on Instagram or via email if you need links for Brownell's PSA. Bear Creek Arsenal. I wouldn't really use Bear Creek Arsenal, but Bear Creek Arsenal, Arrow Precision.
To you too.
I the moment that I saw it, I was like, yep, I'll sign up, because I mean it's what the people want. It gets the people going.
All right.
Yeah, no, mostly 3D printers. But yeah, if you guys, want to support,
I don't see
the
that
channel,
PSA daily deal.
and yeah, y'all, yeah, we'll talk more. I'll thank you, John. I'll have my show tonight. I'll see you guys at 10 p.m. Eastern time.
Right, and you guys can always follow Rich over at Flying Rich Firearms and Flying Rich on YouTube,
Yep.
and follow him on Instagram at Flying Rich _ official. Also, check me out on John Crump News. And with that, we are going to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice weekend, and we'll be back Monday. Did we ever? Wait, it is daylight savings time, right?
I think I
Standard
don't
time.
know. I'm just gonna say Eastern time from now on. I thought I thought EST was just
Or
always.
EDT.
No, EDT and EST are two different
Yeah,
things.
it's too much work. I have too many acronyms in my life already, so I'm not doing that. But guys, remember, stay strapped or get clapped, especially if you drive a Prius.
Ooh.
And with that, we are out of here. Thank you, guys.